I just want to take a quick moment. I don't usually speak too much at the events because I want to keep the focus on the speakers who are the real stars of our event. But I do want to just try to take 2 minutes to try to put RFID in a little bit of context. In my view, RFID is the next stage of IT evolution. And right now, it's not necessarily an IT issue because it's mainly an issue that folks are dealing with either in the supply chain or in manufacturing. But I view this in the long term as the next stage of IT evolution. And I just want to explain why I see it that way. IT evolution has had one consistent goal from the very beginning, and that has been to connect more people to company information more of the time. Right? So it started with the IBM mainframe computers. Companies had these, but the information was consolidated at the top of the company in the headquarters. Departments didn't have data, and any overseas offices or satellite offices didn't have access to that information. So people saw a need for that information to go down into the departments, and Digital Equipment Corporation created this computer in the 1960s. This is actually called the mini computer, and it was a departmental computer to bring information down to the departments. But that still wasn't enough. We had to get more data down to more people more of the time, so we created the personal computer. And the personal computer put computing power and information on the desktop. And we networked them together so that people could share information. But that still wasn't enough because people aren't always at their desktop. Sometimes they're in their car, sometimes they're in the hotel, sometimes they're on the road. We have to get them more information more of the time. So we use WiMAX, we use cellular, we use all kinds of technology to push down to have them have information when they're on the road. And that still isn't enough because there are times when you're not in your car, you're not near your laptop, but you can always have a BlackBerry and you can have access to all the information all the time, be connected all the time. So now it's that pushing down of information so that people could have it all the time has resulted in IT systems becoming essentially the central nervous system of the company. Central nervous system takes information from our senses, processes it, sends information back. And that's what our IT systems do. And they're very, very good, right? So we've got, on one side, we've got our customers, and we're sharing information with our customers. We're getting information with our customers. We're running marketing apps, services apps, distribution apps to make sure that we're servicing our customers. On the other side, we have our suppliers, and we're running applications in finance, in inventory management, in product development, in manufacturing. We're sending information to our suppliers, getting information from our suppliers. All this information is flowing up through the ERP system. It's being analyzed and sent to the brains of the company, the upper management. It's a brilliant system. It's phenomenal. It's resulted in tremendous increases in worker productivity. As a result, we're really, really good at managing people who sit in front of a computer who are connected to all this information, and even now to people who are getting that information remotely. Companies are also pretty good at managing things that are stationary, things that are plugged in. So, for example, we've gotten pretty good at managing stuff on the factory floor. Okay? We run these machines very, very efficiently. We monitor worker productivity in front of these machines. We make sure the machines are up all the time, right? Six Sigma manufacturing. We have sophisticated systems for measuring the activity of those machines, so make sure those machines don't break down. And many of those machines run in an automated fashion. Sometimes there's not even people involved anymore. Everything happens in an automated way. And more of these machines are being connected to the internet so that they can feed information about their activities and their condition up, and someone can monitor those, and alerts could be sent when things look like they might be going wrong. Again, all of this is very sophisticated. We've done an amazing job in developing all these tools. However, we are not very good at managing things that are mobile, things that are not connected to the internet, and things that are not plugged into the electrical grid. And all of you who have companies of any size know what I'm talking about. It's hard to manage totes. Totes all look the same. They go missing. We put them in the wrong place. We can't find them because they're mobile, they're not plugged in, they're not connected to anything. Vehicles. We don't do a very good job of managing our vehicles. We lose files. Spare parts go missing. They're not where they need to be when we need to use them. Stuff gets lost in the warehouse. Inventory in the stores piles up and people can't find them, or they're in the wrong place. Sometimes there isn't even any inventory at all on the shelves, right? These are the things that IT systems today don't do a very good job of managing. And that's why RFID is so important. RFID can connect all of these things to the internet, to the central nervous system of the company so they can be managed. Now, I know some people have kind of soured on the idea of the Internet of Things, and I'm not here to tell you that every pack of gum is going to have an RFID tag on it and be connected to the central nervous system of the company. That may not happen in my lifetime, that may never happen, but this is the next stage of IT evolution. We need to manage and track the things that we can't see, track, and manage today. That's the next wave of squeezing inefficiencies out of the corporate environment. RFID is about managing everything that can't be plugged in and connected to the internet in a conventional way. And I think it's a very, very powerful technology, and I think you're going to hear sessions over the next 2 days of people talking about all of these things.